Well, we have been fortunate to see so many heroes surface during the pandemic. Not only the essential workers, but the volunteers risking exposure to help others. CBS News' Natalie Duddridge spoke to the Red Cross about how their response is changing.
Cheering on healthcare workers, handing out food, helping people stay afloat from a distance. Red Cross volunteers aren't letting the pandemic slow them down. They're busier than ever.
Disasters didn't stop when the stay-at-home order went into effect. We continue to respond every single day in the greater New York region to home fires, apartment fires, building collapses. Any nature disaster, our volunteers are on the front line.
Susan Rounds heads up the New York Red Cross. She says volunteers are doing as much as possible remotely.
I've left my apartment twice since March 20th, and I have helped hundreds of people.
Kim Taylor used to show up to the scene of a fire to help families. Now she calls them and books them into a hotel where emergency supplies are waiting, so there's limited contact. How the Red Cross responds to natural disasters like tornadoes and hurricanes is also changing. Instead of putting displaced people in giant shelters or stadiums, they'll be moved into private dorms or hotels to social distance. And instead of flying dozens of volunteers to the area risking exposure, they'll mobilize virtually.
The remote work is so satisfying because 3 months ago, I could have 5 affected families to deal with at the same time. And I only have 5 minutes or 10 minutes. With the arrival of the remote work, instead of that, we have an hour or 2 hours, and then they can call back. So we don't have the physical presence, but we have way more time.
Even though Robert Manley lost his own job during the shutdown, he says being able to volunteer has helped him overcome his own feelings of helplessness and give back. Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
And we thank them for that volunteerism.